Uh, Hello. Today, again, we are going to talk about a different part of that mm, of after I get 12 syllabus, and that is database. How we can say that database? What is database? What is DBMS? What is SQL, etc. And today our target is to talk only on the SQL, that is SQL, how we write the SQL commands, how we make the tables, how we go for the further processing, data manipulation, we say that. So without any further delay, let's just a discussion from the basic. And here we are going to talk about the SQL basic commands, not in detail. We'll be talking here. And actually here we'll be using jump. Yes. Let's start the discussion from very beginning. So when you talk about the database, so database means just collect the data records in a well organized format using particular software that's called database. So to organize the data or the records, we need a software that is called DBMS. It's very simple there. Yes. So DBMS means some set of programs, software which is used to manage our databases, provides interfaces. And when you talk about the database, yes, we create different structures. We store our data, we share our data, we authenticate our data, etc. So after installing database software, we can create multiple databases. And here we are going to talk about uh, SQL. So I'm going to share my screen. Wait for a while. So today's session we'll be talking on the what is SQL, different parts of SQL, constants, how to create table, databases, etc. Let's just start using this one word file which I have here, and I'm going to share with you. I think you can see my screen. So here we are going to talk about the SQL. Okay, we say mostly the MySQL there, and sometimes MS SQL as well. So what is this? So before we talk about the MySQL, we have to discuss actually what is this jump, because in this session we'll be talking about the jump. So jump, it actually that open source package web solution, we can say, the software. And this software actually it is popularly used by the developers while developing the applications, web-based applications. It provides different other that inside software. Like first, X stands for the cross-platform, means we can use on any platform, on any OS. So that is X, like maybe Windows, maybe the Linux. Next is Apache, so it makes a computer locally server. M, it is stands for MySQL, yes, or DBMS we can say, Relational Database Management System. P stands for PSP. So whenever if we are going to develop applications using PSP, then simply further installation not needed there. Just we have to install the gem. And next is a Perl. Perl is also very popular. In the sense if we are going for the development or issue that admin works, etc. So jam actually we are going to use here. So such as Apache Server, MariaDB, and many others. So what are the main components of jam? So first is Apache. It is called web server, and this web server it runs websites locally on your computer. To run the websites locally on our computer has to be server, and that server is made using this software Apache. There are many others, but Apache is very popular, and obviously it can process HTML, CSS, JS, and PHP files. Okay, so how we work with Apache, I'll show you gradually. Next is obviously after A, we have to talk about the MySQL or the MariaDB. So I just said that it's a database management system, or we said the RDBMS, where we store the data, manage the data, and go for the further queries, data manipulations, etc. Uh, in JAMP, actually, I'll show you how we work in JAMP. Actually, it is often replaced by MariaDB, a faster alternative, we can say that. But what commands we use here in MariaDB that also can be used with the MySQL. Yes, it's very simple there. We'll be talking about the MariaDB and the MySQL both. Next is a PSP. Obviously, JAMP also supports PSP. When you talk about the PSP, actually, it is also a language to write the codes for the problems, which is web-based, web application most we say, and it is used to make the pages continuous dynamic. Like we may use for the login system, form processing, database interaction, storing, and displaying, etc. Authentication. So it's called server-side scripting language. We don't need to install separately this PSP. Just we have to install it. Okay, now next is the Perl. Last P we can say there. It is also programming language and it was very popular, mostly for the text processing and the scripting. But nowadays it is not used, but it is included in JAMP. If we need, then we may use it. And earlier, actually, it was also used for the web development before PHP became popular. Nowadays, it is still used in CGI scripts, Common Gateway Interface, we can say that. So this was the next component of the JAMP. Next component where we have PHP So it is that interface which manages the MySQL databases. I'll show you where is the PHP It appears inside the browser. Okay, to manage the MySQL database, I'll show you. Just after some time, I'll start the XAMPP in front of you, and there I'll show you these all the components, a web-based interface to manage the MySQL databases. So what it does there, it helps us to using browser to get the databases, run SQL queries, and many others there. So this is called PHP MyAdmin. So admin panel we can say there, in which we can run the code directly using the browser. So next component JAMP has is FileZilla, that is called FTP server. So what is FileZilla is? It is also an application and it is used to transfer the files from local computer to server. So helps uploading websites to server. So that is called FileZilla. Next we have Tomcat. Tomcat is also available there. So what is Tomcat? It is also a server, a web server we can say, and it is used to run Java as a servlets web applications. For that it is popular. So in short, not so we can say JAMP stands for A for the Apache, X for any OS we can say that, A for the Apache, M MySQL, then P Perl, and the PSP, and some other tools are there. So this is called JAMP. Means we can run JAMP on any OS on any machine. Doesn't matter whether the machine is having the Windows or we have here that Mac or the Linux. Doesn't matter there. On any OS we can run it. So that was about the simple concept of this JAMP. So how the JAMP looks like, it looks like this one. We can see there. So this is the logo of JAMP. And if you want to download, just go there, Google their XAMPP, downloading XAMPP, and just download it, install on your computer. Okay, install on your computer. So after installation, how this XAMPP looks like this one. Just going to show you on my screen. Just going to show you on my screen here. So here is the just search here, type this XAMPP. Oh, here is the XAMPP control panel. Just click it, and after clicking what it means, you'll see here this one. This is the control panel of XAMPP. And I just say that actually there are many models. It has the Apache, look here, MySQL, FileZilla, Mercury, Tomcat, many others are there. Some are shown here. So to work with the databases, what we have to do there, we have two options there. If we want to go directly through shell, then just we have to start the MySQL. We have to log into the system using the MySQL, and after that we can start writing the course. Next is if we want to run in browser, so for that you have to start the Apache, and after that we have to start the MySQL, then we have to click the admin. So it's very simple. Just I'm going to show you. First I'm going to show you about the how to run the MySQL in this using the shell. Okay, in this interface there. So what we have to do first here, open the XAMPP control panel and just click start. So it already started there. Look here, using PID and the port number 3306. It already started. Now let's go for the shell. Wait for a while. Can you see my screen? Okay, so this is the shell interface. So if you have computer, you can start the XAMPP with me, and you can start writing the SQL statements with me. Okay. If any confusion, then just let me know. So here we got the shell interface. What we have to do there? First, we have to log in the system as I have mentioned here. So we have to start the Apache if there is a browser. If not, Apache is not needed there. So after that, we'll get like this. shell. We'll see this. Then we have to go for the MySQL. Okay, first we have to log in the system. What we have to write? MySQL -u root. Look here. Uh, First we have to log in the system of the MySQL. Yes, and for that what we need there? We have to write MySQL RDBMS, then give the admin issue that username, that is root, if it has not been changed. Using this you have to log in the system, and after that it displays welcome message. Look here, welcome to the MariaDB monitor. So still it's supposed to MariaDB, so here is a MariaDB. None means no database has been selected. Now if we have given the password, then password is also needed, but right now we have no password there. Yes, so password is not needed there. MySQL, so MySQL client program, okay, RDBMS. We have to log in the uh, system. Without logging in, we cannot use the MySQL. For that, username is needed, and our username default is here root. So here, option to specify username. Root, it is the admin user, and if we want to give the password, then we have to give the -p. Okay. So after logging in to the issue that MySQL, what we have to do there? Just we have to go for the databases. So we have got this one here, or we may see this MariaDB. Look here, means now we have to type the commands here. Nothing more there. None means no database we have selected. And this arrow symbol we can see here, it is waiting for our command. Nothing more there. So this is the first step. Like I want to show you some commands I'm going to write here. So databases. Okay, enter. Look here, all the databases are displayed here. So this is how we work there. Next is a suppose if we want to get inside this one, student, then we may use student, then this one. So look here, hey, so database it has been changed. So this is how we write the commands. Later I will come once again here, and we'll be writing some commands, and there we'll try to understand how the SQL works. So this was a simple. If we want to quit, then what we have to do there? Just we write there, quit here. That's all. Exit the interface. Okay. So this is the first step. Second step is there. Suppose if we want to run same thing in the browser. If we want to run same thing in the browser, so how to run? So in browser actually we need a server. So here is Apache, you can see here is Apache. We have to start the Apache. Yes, start the Apache there. Apache started. Now what do we do there? Go to admin. Here is admin. Go to here and click. Wait for a while. So here is the interface in the browser, and in this interface obviously uh, we have many tools here, databases, then SQL, then status, user accounts, then exports, then imports, settings, and many others are there. So using this interface we can also create our databases, just like the cell we can also use directly command here. just below the you show that uh, you can see that so window there is written console. So here we can write the commands just like cell, and we can run it and it will give us output. mm, okay, so this is called PHP MyAdmin. So that interface, PHP admin panel, where we can sit, we can work, we can import, we can export there. And it also supports everything what we can do using the shell interface. So whichever we like, we can go for it. Okay. So we'll again be talking about this one. So first we have to talk about the some SQL commands. So I'm not going to close it now. Here on my desktop, you can see that I'm going to talk about next is some basic thing about the SQL language. Okay, so let's understand in short what is SQL. Now that is called SQL. It stands for structured query language, and this language it is used to communicate with the databases. Okay, and where is the database? Inside the software. So maybe the MySQL or maybe the MS or Oracle. So all these database softwares they have this common language that's called SQL, SQL, and this is used by the developers, users to have communication to communicate with the databases. If SQL is missing, we cannot communicate. Not only that much, SQL also we use to create, manage, retrieve, manipulate, and so on. There, some are MySQL, MariaDB, and many are there. So, what is the purpose of that using SQL? Obviously, to create and delete the databases, create and modify the tables, inserting, updating, deleting data, and many others are there. So, for that, SQL is needed, used. Now, we are going to talk about what are the parts of the SQL. So, when we talk about the SQL, it's just a query language, then basically it has five main parts, or we can say the languages inside it. First is DDL, data definition language, we say that. It is used to define or change the database structure. So DDL means if we have a schema, we want to alter that, we want to create that, then DDL is used. Okay. Some commands we use in DDL are create, alter, drop, truncate, and many others are there. So here is an example. We'll talk about the example later on. in the interface. Next, we can say that DML, data manipulation, is also part of SQL. When we classify different types of commands under the SQL, then we have this data manipulation language. So as the name says, this it also contains some commands, and they are used to manage the data inside the tables. And not only that much, we also go for the manipulation. We may process, right? So here is some examples. Insert, update, delete. Now next we have here is DQL. So DQL stands for data query language. Means if we want to go for some query, asking some questions, getting the answers, asking the questions, getting the answers, then that is called DQL. And under this we have only one, and that is called select. So this is called select. So here is an example. Next we have DCL, data control language. So if we have multiple users working in same databases, we want to assign them some roles, then we can use DCL. That is called uh, giving access to the systems, permitting them. So that's all. We have two types of commands here, grant and revoke. So that is called DCL. So here is an example here. If we get time, we may discuss on this. Next is a TCL, transaction control language. Okay, means if the transaction is going on there, like storing data, then getting the data, and it's actually if we want to control them, like change that saving necessary changes, doing some action that reversing some tasks which have been already done, then we need this type of language. TCL, transaction control, means control all the transactions whatever happening inside the databases. For that we use mostly commit, then rollback, save point, etc. So these are the commands, five types we can say of SQL. We can use these all if we have big databases uh, for the issue that particular business house, the schools, colleges, then we have to use it. So these are the operations here inside the databases. Now we are going to talk about the DDL and the DML. So one by one. So let's start using the console part. Okay, now let's go to gem. So here is gem, yes, and obviously we don't need now Apache, so I'm going to stop it because I'm not going to use the browser. I'm going to use shell, this interface. So just clicking shell. If you're on a computer, then just you can use your computer with me and the commands as well. So shell, so shell is here. I think, I hope that you can see easily my screen here. So first we have to log in. Let's write MySQL, then username, then root. Okay, password not needed because right now we have not given any password. Enter. So login successful. Yes. And here is the welcome message to MariaDB monitor. Right now we have not selected any databases. So let's use the commands one by one. So one thing I want to say you there, in this database operations, all these statements, whatever we write, they are terminated with a semicolon. So look here in my MS this file. Okay. So whatever we write, we have to terminate with a semicolon. So look here. Now, first, let's just start from the show. Actually, this command it displays all the databases existing in our system. So, databases. So semicolon. Enter. So all the databases we have got here. Yes or no? So these all are the databases right now we have in our computer. So this is called first operation. Yes. So means display information databases list of all the databases. So this is the first command. Now next we are going to use some DDL command here. We are going to create our own databases here. The first I'm going to write this command create database, then give the name of database. Right now I'm going to give here demo semicolon. So what it does there, create a database demo. It creates a database demo. Okay. If we don't believe, let's enter here and just hit enter there. It says there, query okay, one row affected. It means the database demo it has been created. Really, it created or not? So again, what we have to do there, we have to use the show databases. Hit enter. Here we can see there in previous query actually there was no database of the demo. Did you see here? No. But again after using this show databases, what happens there is a database demo. Okay, means this database already created. So very simple there. Okay, now after that we have created the database, that is demo. Simple. So create something under DDL database. It is an object there, and demo. This is the name of database. So this is how we can ascend. Now what we need here, we have to select the database. Obviously, without selecting and getting each other database, we cannot create the tables. So first we have to select the database in which database we want to work. So just we have created a demo. What we have to do there, just use there use. So this command it selects the database use demo. Press enter there. As you press enter here, then what happens? It displays a message that database changed. Look here. Previously it was none, but now it is demo. Yes or no? Means it has been changed. So this is the meaning of use command there. After that, if we want to delete the database, suppose if the database it is not in use and we want to delete it. So it's very simple. What we need there, drop drop, then give the object name database and give the name of database. Okay, semicolon, enter. So look here, it says the query okay, means obviously it executed this command and says the query okay 0 rows affected. And again it shifted automatically to none because it has been deleted. So now is the database, previously it was shown here, there is database demo after creating, but now does will it display that or not? So let's use the show databases. Enter and look here. So there is no demo. Is the demo? No. So it's very simple. So this is the meaning of drop. So drop means delete the object. So database, it is an object and we use drop to delete it. So that is the meaning here. Now we are going to talk about the table. Okay. So before we create the table, there must be a database. Okay. Let's create again same thing there. Create database, database demo. Okay. Use demo. Okay. Now what we need there, we have to create a table. Uh, Hello, Iris. Uh, yeah, I'm listening you. Hello, Iris. I'm listening you. Type the message. So I'm getting some questions here. So do you have any question? Uh, yeah, I use he has asked me there that can you make a video for class 10? I have already made that videos for class 10. If you go to this channel and just there you can see QBasic. There are many programs I have uploaded there. Just go and watch it. If you have any question or if you don't find anything or if it is missing there, just request me. I'll make again and I'll upload on that. And also mention the subject you want to have there. So please go to this link. Please wait. I'm just going to provide you this link here. Just on my screen, I'm going to show you. I use on just watch on my screen there. I think hope you can see me on my screen there. Here you can see QBasic practice session. It is for the grade 10 there. And next is tutorial on the QBasic and you said that It also contains some live session of the QBasic. Just go watch there. If you don't find anything, if you think something is missing there, let me know. Okay. Nishan, actually, I have made already. We have board exam on Thursday. Okay, let's do one thing that I use. Uh, on Thursday, you have board exam of computer science. Is it computer science? Yeah? Okay, I'll come, and the time it will be. I'll change the time because 4 to 5 it is for the grade 12. Because right now I am just talking about the grade 12, and when you talk about the grade 10, then I have to change the shift. I think it will be from 5 to 6. Okay, Ayush? 5 to 6. So my request to Ayush is, yeah, uh, 5 to 6, I'll change the timing and I'll be live for you and for your that friends whoever just has taken the computer science in a grade 10, and we'll talk about the different questions and answers and maybe the doubts here. So you can join me 5 to 6 for the grade 10, and 4 to 5 it is already for the grade 12. And one question I'm getting here, Nishan Vishwakarma. So Nishan, if you uh, uh, yes, you have asked me many questions here that सर सी प्रोग्रामिङको बेसिक नलेज पनि छैन भनेर भनिरहनु भएको छ निशान विश्वकर्मा. सो एक्चुअली तपाईँ कहाँबाट हुनुहुन्छ होइन निशान, क्यान यु टेल मी वेयर आर यु फ्रम? अब यो बेसिक कुराहरू म तपाईँलाई सिकाइदिन्छु होइन, आई विल टिच यु. I mean, there are different basic things regarding the programming. Nishan, Nishan, can you hear me? Okay, Sivasu, you may leave. Uh, okay, then on Wednesday, I'll come live and just come with your friends and ask me the questions or maybe the doubts. Thank you, Ayush. Nishan, okay, you are from Jumla. Okay, happy to hear that. So, basic when you talk about, then uh, तपाईँले के चाहिँ आउँछ त प्रोग्रामिङमा निशान? निशान विश्वकर्मा. So तपाईँले के बेसिक आउँछ? Do you have any basic idea regarding the programming, how to write the codes? Nishan, I'm just asking you. Uh, roadmap of what? मलाई केही पनि आउँदैन भन्नुभएको छ निशानले. So join me every day 4 to 5. 4 देखि 5 मा मलाई जोइन गर्नुहोस् हैन म तपाईँलाई बेसिक कुराहरू पनि सिकाइदिन्छु। अब बेसिक कुरामा डिस्कस गर्न तरिकाहरू हुन्छ हैन। 12 को चाहिँ म तपाईँलाई पास गर्ने तरिकाहरू सिकाइदिन्छु। निशान हैन म तपाईँलाई पास हुने तरिकाहरू चाहिँ सिकाइदिन्छु। निशान तपाईँ मलाई 4 देखि 5 जोइन गर्नुहोस् एभ्री डे। इट इज कमिङ लाइभ। म अहिले पनि लाइभमै छु हैन। मेबी युजिङ इङ्ग्लिस अर द नेपाली ल्याङ्ग्वेज। अनि तपाईँलाई म यो सबै कुराहरू चाहिँ यहाँनिर चाहिँ बेसिक कुराहरू म सिकाइदिन्छु। ल 4 देखि 5 मै मलाई जोइन गर्नुहोस्। म अहिले चाहिँ एसक्यूएल को बारेमा भनिरहेको छु। देन आई विल बी टकिङ अबाउट द जीएस प्रोग्रामिङ, पीएचपी एन्ड मेनी अदर्स। तपाईँलाई म चाहिँ यो बेसिक कुराहरू सिकाइदिन्छु। या मेरो पछिल्लो भिडियोहरू पनि छ निशान, त्यो भिडियोहरू हेर्नुहोस्। तपाईँले चाहिँ हेर्नु सजिलै बुझ्नुहुन्छ के गर्ने नगर्ने भनेर। बुझ्नु भएन भने मलाई च्याट चाहिँ गर्नुहोस्। अनि तपाईँले के चाहिँ बुझ्नु भएन त्यो त्यहाँनिर चाहिँ क्वेसनमा हाल्नुहोस्। म त्यसको छुट्टै भिडियो बनाएर हालिदिन्छु लाइभ नभए पनि। ल निशान okay, here I've got one question there, my source 326, and he is asking for ethical hacking and also iOS, Android app as well as the website development there. So, uh, my source, if you ask me that actually website development को चाहिँ म त्यहाँनिर हालिदिन्छु बिस्तारै बिस्तारै. Regarding the ethical hacking and iOS, it takes time there. Android app, so because we have to work more on that, so casual planning is also needed there. Then I know we'll launch that live. So I was talking about this one. Now, as you can see here, I have created this database use demo there, and database it has been changed. Now, what we have to do there? Just we have to create a table. So, what table we are going to create here? Just to understand, let's take a very simple example, that is a student. Okay, I'm just going to make a table for this. If any question comes, let me know. Okay. So on my screen you can see here. So I'm going to insert one table to make you clear. What do we want? We want to create this type of table. Yes. Hey. Okay. What we want? We want to create this type of table. So table name is student, and obviously we can see here this is the first field, that is ID, and this is the second field, that is name. So this is ID and this is name. So clearly we can see there in this table we are having two fields. First field is the ID and second field is the name. Yes, and there are two records. The first is a 1 and RAM and next is a 2 and SAM. So what we want first, we want to create this structure without further I say that records. Records will be inserting later, and first what we need there, we need this structure. This what first field there should be ID and second field there should be name. So for this structure we have to create table. And one thing more I want to show you there, some constants, some rules we have to apply there. Yes, so that is called integrity constants, like ID cannot be same. Yes, ID cannot be same. When you talk about the students, then they cannot have same ID. Okay, name can be same there. Yes, grade also can be same there. But if you look carefully, then all these students they have different ID there in your ID card. So that constant also we have to apply there. So how we apply it? Let's see clearly using the commands. I want to show you here. Just you look at my screen. So first what we need there, create table. So table, it is an object. Give the name of table, that is a student. Okay. After that what happens? Create table student. So enter. So we got arrow here. This arrow means it has not been finished. The further writing it is left and it is instead that coming soon. So now what we have to do there, first is the ID. We have to give the ID. Yes or no? So let's give the ID. So whatever data it is going to store there, obviously ID can be a number. So for that is we have to mention the int. Int is a data type. Yes, int is a data type. Means int is a type of data it will be storing. Next, what we need there? We have to give the primary key. So what is the meaning of primary key? So when you talk about the primary key, it simply says that whenever we go to store data, then it cannot be same. Like if we enter data 1, then next time it cannot be 1. If we enter 2, then next time it cannot be 2. Means duplicate it avoids there. So that is called primary key. So this is the integrity, and next is auto increment. So what is the meaning of auto increment? Means we don't need to enter the data. Computer increases since value 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 itself. So that's called auto increment. Yes. Now second field, to write over the second field, that is name. What we have to do there? We have to put the comma. Okay, we have to put the comma, enter. So now we have to write the second field, that is name. So name is here. Obviously name it holds data like strings, characters. So for this what we have to do there, we have to use data type var varchar, and we have to give the size. Suppose size is 100, means maximum it can store 100 uh, characters. More than that it cannot be. So this is the data type we want to store here. And if we want to apply one integrity for this as well, just like the primary key, what we have to do there, we have to use not null. Means it cannot be null. We must enter the data. Yes, enter. After that, close the parenthesis. Look here. So this is the parenthesis. This is a small bracket, and all these statements they must be terminated with the semicolon. So put the semicolon here and press enter. So look here. It says that query OK, 0 rows affected. So what is the meaning of this create table student? It means we are going to create table structure. I'm showing you on my screen on right side. So what we need there, small structure. And what is the name of first field? ID. So this is ID. We have to give its data type, that is int, since it is going to store integer type of data. So one I have got question here. My shots. I am fully familiar with the Kali Linux OS. I can also perform some attacks. So it is my suggestion that uh, you have enormous knowledge regarding this ethical hacking. So what you do there, I request you to join the cybersecurity and just join the company, or you can also start the freelancing. Okay, such that the systems or the servers they can be protected. My shots. I think you can understand what I mean there. Okay, so we have created the table, and the name of table is student. Now we want to know the really table created or not. So again, just we had to use one command for the database. Now what we need there? So tables, really tables exist or not. So here is the table or the tables. Look here, we just create the table, and here is student. It's very simple there. Is not it very simple? Very simple there. So we got the table here. Yeah, if the table is not in use, we want to delete it, then again we have to use the drop table name. Okay. So this was the simple DDL command. Simple DDL command we used to create the table. Okay. So we have used this here. And nothing more there. Now next day, that is tomorrow, again we will be talking about some more about the SQL. Okay, tomorrow. And as per one student, he said that uh, please come live to help us for the QA6 and all other programming here. So what I have decided there, I'll be coming live for the QA6 grade 10 students from 5 to 6. Okay, tomorrow onwards it will be there. So if you are from the grade 10, want to uh, excellence your exam, then just join me from 5 to 6. Uh, and if you are from grade 12, then obviously it runs from 4 to 5. So thank you for joining me. And tomorrow again, we'll be talking about some more about the SQL commands, how to use it, how to go for the query, what are the patterns, etc. Conditions, query, that sorting, many others there. And we'll also see about that so browser interface, PHP might even visit there. Okay. So for now, just I'm going to be offline. So now exiting this one. Yes. Now closing the jump here. So tomorrow again at same time. So you join me 4 to 5. 4 to 5 we'll be discussing about that SQL and many parts there. And gradually we'll also be talking about that JS, PSP, and some more parts there. So if you want to excel your exam, just join me. I'll give you some important questions there and how to handle the exam and how to get A plus as well. So one student he has asked me there, Mr. Nepali rider. So asking me sir padamna. So this is the time 4 to 5 there I have given to have the students here. Please join me tomorrow again. Same time 4 to 5 there. Tell you that friends uh, around you from where actually they are it no matter there to join me tomorrow at 4 o'clock 4 p.m. Yes, maybe Kathmandu or maybe any other location of the Nepal. So thank you. Take care. Have a good day.